Alright guys, we're gonna go to 2D and 3D plots. Graphics function include 2D and 3D plotting functions to visualize data and communicate results. Alright, so to create two-dimensional line plots, use the plot function. For example, plot the value of the sine function from 0 to 2 pi. X is equal to 0 to pi divided by 100. So forth, 2 times pi. So here, we're gonna type it in. Hopefully that comes into our workspace at 1 by 201 double. Y is equal to sine x. So we're going to have a little bit of trigonometry. And also our third one is going to be plot x and y, which is going to be a 2D graph. You guys going to see a 2D graph right now. Here we go. Exactly what we saw, a little sine wave. You can label the axis and add a title. So we can actually label the x's and y. So here we're gonna label x as and we're gonna label the y as sine of x. There we go. And we're gonna title the plot sine of function, right? So we can go back into it. Now it's gonna be a title on top of it. So now we're gonna have a title, a sine of x, and an x right here. But adding a third argument to the plot function, you could plot the same variable using a red dashed line. Here we're gonna do a third argument, which is x and y and r. So it's gonna show a little dashed line right that, and also R is a line specification or something. Each specification can include characters for the line color, styles, and marker. A marker is a symbol that appears at each plotted data point, such as A plus O or A times. For example, G and semicolon star. Request a dotted green line with the star markers. Notice that the titles and labels that you define for the first plot are no longer in current figure window. By default, MATLAB clears the figure each time you call a plotting function, resetting the axis and other elements to prepare the new plot. To add plots to the existing figures, use hold on until the hold off or close the windows or all plots appear in the current figure window. So we're just gonna add an extra. Here we're gonna show the difference. So here we're gonna type in x equal to pi. Let's just type this all in real quick and just get into our functions. So we, after the plot of x and y, we're gonna type in. It was not hold on, right? Somewhere around there. So we have plot x, y, r, x is equal to sine, hold on, hold off. There we go. And we should have also a sine and a cosine wave, which we have. There we go. Now for the 3D plots. Whew, this is my favorite. 3D dimensional plots typically display a surface defined by a function in two variables, z is equal to f and y, x and y. To evaluate z, first create a set of x and y points over domain of the function using mesh grid. So here we're just gonna mesh grid these two. Here we go. Go down. Type another mesh grid. Z is equal to x. So this is gonna be a three-dimensional x, y, and z. And then create the surface plot, surface x, y, z, which we will do right here. And we're gonna type it into our command window, which would have a 3D space plot. By the surf function and its companion mesh display surface in 3 dimensions. Surf displays both the connecting lines and the faces of the surf In color, mesh produces wireframe surfaces that color only the lines connecting the defining plots. Subplots, you can display multiple plots in different subregions of the same windows using subplot function. The first two inputs of subplot indicates the number of plots in each row and column. The third input specifies which plot is active. For example, create 4 plots in a 2x2 grid using within a figure window. So here we're just gonna work around with each of these, which is a different. You could actually so we're gonna have. Let's copy all this down into our window and just type in t is equal to that right there, and then xyz is a cylinder. All right, and let's subplot the 2 by 1 by that. See if anything changes right there. Subplot it 2 by 2 by 2. Tell it y. And so forth. Subplot the x, y, z, and we have a unique space of 3D right here. This is a really cool picture. This also is a cool picture. This looks like a solar panel to me, a z, x, y, z, and then when you plot them all together, you would see in space that it's kind of like a cylindrical type of way. So it's so yeah, this is a 3D, pretty cool.